Hi and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make these protein, egg, and quinoa jars. They are wonderful if you like to prep ahead, and aren't they just adorable? So you need some pint-sized jars for this. You can use the quart-sized ones if you want. You just won't fill it to the top unless you want to make enough for 2 servings. So you need to use glass because we're using a citrus vinaigrette, and if you put those in plastic containers, it can actually interact with the plastic. So I'll use glass for this. So I started with dressing. I'll post the recipe when I'm done. It is from the website called Love and Lemons, all healthy cooking there. You'll love what you see. The only change that I made is instead of lemon juice, I used the juice of an orange just because I prefer it. So it's orange juice, a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper. That's it. And now it's all about the layering. So have you made salad jars before? If you have, you know there is a little bit of a science to it. And if you haven't, I'll teach you. So typically you start with the heartier vegetables on the bottom or things that could brown. So in this case, we want to have 1/4 of an avocado in this salad. We're going to put that in first so that the citrus from that dressing will keep it fresh. So these can be made, this particular one, a couple of days. You can make enough for what you'll eat in a couple of days. Okay, so just give it a little swirl and that avocado will get coated. And then you want to layer things in the right order. So I've got some lentils here that I cooked in the multi-cooker. These are brown lentils. I had gotten them from an Indian food store. And you can use whatever kind of lentils you like or use a different legume altogether. So I've got 1/4 cup, just going to dump that in. And then we're going to go for some quinoa. If you don't like quinoa, you might try some pasta or brown rice. But this is a protein jar. So between the quinoa and the hard-boiled eggs that we're going to add in there, 1 serving has 15 grams of protein, which is really good. And now we're going to add some color. So I've got some grape tomatoes with the closing cut. So we're going to just take this. I want you to be able to see. The plates move away from the center, so you just put the knife on the edge. Your knife comes with it, and then slip it all the way across. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Julie Gizzi. I'm a Pampered Chef consultant. I've been at this almost 28 years, and this is what I do for full-time work, and I come cook with all of you every day, showing you what's going on in my kitchen. So take those tomatoes, and oh, let me show them to you if you haven't seen these. They're all cut in half perfectly. You can also use this for your chicken breast and grapes, mozzarella balls, even cutting a bagel in half. So we've got some color building. Now her recipe calls for arugula. I find that difficult to find here. So I am using some romaine. I just sliced it up. And here's where you get to be like a little bit of an artist. We're gonna take a hard-boiled egg, and I'm gonna use the egg slicer. This is old school, it's so easy. You just, oops, I got a piece of eggshell there. I'll take that off. Just stick it in there and press straight down, and you've got a perfectly cooked or sliced egg. So what I like to do for this is I take a couple of slices, and then I just wanna tuck it into the side of the jar, just so it looks pretty. Because you know what, when you've got fast food, and I call this fast food, healthy fast food, in your fridge and it looks appealing, you're much more likely to reach for it, right? So we're just gonna tuck that in there, and that's it. Now, I think these are easier to eat when you dump them into a bowl, but you can certainly eat it out of the jar. If you're gonna eat it out of the jar, use a bigger jar, it'd be easier. So just put the lid on there nice and tight, and you can see all of the pretty colors. Make these up ahead of time and you'll have some fun. If you want to explore more salad jar types of recipes, there are so many options. You can send me a message and I'll send you a bunch that you can try. Some that include chicken or even shrimp or varieties of things, but it's kind of a fun concept. Just pull out some jars and have fun and make it look like art. Give it a try. Take care.